I watched 3 men ignore what I'm about to tell you. All 3 ended up in my office years later, desperate for pills they could have avoided. Here's what I learned tracking their outcomes, and why I completely changed how I treat erectile dysfunction. The average age for ED used to be 60, maybe 70. Now I'm seeing men at 25, 30, 35. They expect Viagra, a prescription, and they're out the door. I could do that. Most doctors will. But then I started tracking what actually worked long-term, and the data forced me to admit I'd been wrong about something fundamental. I used to think nutrition was secondary, something you mention if there's time at the end. Then I tracked outcomes for 2 years. Men who added specific foods saw erection quality improve 40 to 50%. Not from medication, from what they ate 3 times a day. That changed everything. So today, I'm walking you through 10 foods that directly improve erectile function, and I'm explaining exactly how each one works, because when you understand the mechanism, you'll actually use it. Let me give you the quick primer on how erections happen, because everything I'm about to recommend ties back to this. It starts with nitric oxide. Nitric oxide triggers vasodilation. Your blood vessels relax and widen. Blood floods the spongy tissue inside your penis so forcefully it compresses the veins trying to drain it out. High inflow, blocked outflow. That's your erection. Every drug on the market works by protecting nitric oxide or increasing blood flow. We're doing the same thing, just with food. Number 1, pomegranate. You don't see it on most plates, but you should. Pomegranate cranks up nitric oxide production directly, and here's what most people miss. It also improves sperm quality. Solid human trials back this up. But here's the mistake. People juice it and toss the seeds. Don't. When gut bacteria break down those seeds, they produce urolithin A, a compound that protects blood vessels, cuts clot risk, stabilizes hormones, and supports immune function. The whole thing, seeds included. Number 2, watermelon. Sounds too simple, right? But this one's biochemically obvious. Watermelon is packed with nitrates, the raw material your body converts into nitric oxide. It also delivers magnesium, which stabilizes blood pressure and calms your nervous system. Stress and anxiety kill erections. Watermelon hits both pathways at once. One large slice covers your daily magnesium. Just buy clean sources when you can, because watermelon absorbs everything from the soil, toxins included. Number 3, walnuts. Your grandfather told you to mix walnuts with honey for potency. He wasn't making it up. Walnuts contain iron for circulation, magnesium for blood flow, and L-arginine, a direct precursor to nitric oxide. More arginine in your system means more nitric oxide available when you need it. If you've been eyeing arginine supplements, this is the food-based version. Number 4, spinach. Remember Popeye? Biceps inflated and probably something else too. Spinach is loaded with tocopherols, vitamin E compounds that regulate your endocrine system and support testosterone. It's also another nitric oxide booster. I had a patient add spinach to breakfast every morning. 3 weeks later, he told me he hadn't felt that clear-headed in years. Hormones matter more than most men realize. Numbers 5 and 6, Arugula and Kale. I'm grouping these because they do the same thing, and you're not eating both daily. They're nitrate champions, highest content among all greens, maximum raw material for nitric oxide. Why keep listing nitrate sources? Because you're not eating one food every single day. You need options. You hit the store, see what's fresh and affordable, and you pick from this list. Make a salad right now with arugula, spinach, walnuts. You're already building the toolkit. Number 7, beets. This is the most effective single food on the list. Some call it an aphrodisiac. I call it a performance enhancer. Beet juice doesn't just improve erections. It boosts athletic performance by 15%. Research-backed, and I've tested it myself. It works. Why? Massive nitric oxide donor with immediate measurable effect. 2 things. Your urine turns red, don't panic, it's pigment, not blood. And here's what stunned me when I dug into the research. Beets lower estrogen and raise testosterone. If you're overweight, you probably have high estradiol and don't know it. Everyone asks me how to fix that without drugs. This is the answer. Beets won't crash your estrogen, but they'll shift the testosterone to estrogen ratio in your favor, and that ratio determines how you feel, perform, and lose fat. Juice is more concentrated than cooked beets. If you're serious, juice is the move. Number 8. Garlic. I debated this one because yes, it works, but now you'll smell like garlic with great erections and no one to use them on. Still too effective to skip. Garlic doesn't contain nitrates, but it accelerates their conversion into nitric oxide. It also boosts testosterone and regulates cortisol, critical if you're stressed or dealing with performance anxiety. If your erections are inconsistent and you're chronically stressed, garlic needs to be in your weekly rotation. Number 9. Oranges, or any citrus high in vitamin C. Vitamin C doesn't produce nitric oxide. It protects it. Nitric oxide breaks down fast in your bloodstream. Vitamin C extends its lifespan. That's exactly how prescription ED drugs work. They prevent breakdown so your erection lasts longer. You can do the same by keeping vitamin C levels high. Toss orange slices in that salad we've been building. One ingredient makes nitric oxide, another keeps it alive longer. That's how you stack benefits. Number 10. Oysters. I almost skipped this. Most of you can't afford oysters regularly, and I'm keeping this realistic. But they're famous for a reason, loaded with zinc, which directly supports testosterone production. They work, so does everything else I listed, and none of it costs $40 a plate. If you can afford oysters, great. If not, focus on the other 9. Here's what I want you to do. Next grocery run, pull up this list, pick 3 or 4, build them into meals for 2 weeks. Track how you feel, track morning erections. They're the best indicator of vascular health. And here's what most doctors won't say out loud. If you're 30 with erectile dysfunction and a gut hanging over your belt, wondering why your body stopped working, it's because you've been eating like a teenager while your metabolism aged into adulthood. You're not broken. You're just seeing the bill for years of neglect. Good news? This is fixable. Not with a pill you take an hour before sex, with a grocery list you use 3 times a week. Drop a comment. What's worked for you? What foods have you noticed improve performance? I read everyone, and so do tens of thousands of other men trying to figure this out. Your experience might be exactly what someone else needs to hear. If this helped, subscribe. New videos every week on men's health, hormones, and staying functional as you age. Most of it's stuff your doctor won't mention unless you ask. So ask,